Carrots, they're an everyday vegetable, and I'm going to give you some reasons to eat them every single day. I'm Susan Bowerman, registered dietitian, and I do think that I eat carrots nearly every day. Why do I love them so much? Well, for one thing, they're nutritionally packed because a single carrot, which has only 25 calories, gives you all your vitamin A for 2 days, in addition to a nice shot of fiber. The other reason I like carrots is that they don't really require much preparation. If you get your carrots from the market, you can just give them a little scrub before you prepare them. You don't even have to peel them. And if you keep them from drying out in your refrigerator, they stay in the refrigerator for quite a few days, unlike leafy greens that sometimes can go bad after just a day or two. The other reason I like them is because they're so versatile. You can eat them raw. There's a lot of different ways to prepare them. So let me show you some of my favorite ways to eat carrots. So raw carrots, baby carrots in particular, people love them. One of the mistakes that people make sometimes though is that they dip them into something that's very high calorie, like a salad dressing that's really fatty. So what I usually suggest they do instead is take your raw carrots, dip them into something like hummus, because it's made from beans, which means it's got some protein, it's got some fiber, and that combination of hummus and carrots kind of satisfies that craving for something that's salty and crunchy. The other thing that I love to do with raw carrots is to make a very simple grated salad. That's what I was doing when we started. All that's really in here is a lot of grated carrots. I also put in a little bit of red onion. And then for the green, I use cilantro or coriander. If you don't like that, you can use parsley. If you don't like parsley, you can use dill. That's the fun about cooking. You can put in whatever you want. And I've dressed it really simply. It's just got some sherry vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper. That's it. And the best thing about this salad is it's great when you first make it. It's really good if it sits in the refrigerator for a day or two. It just always tastes delicious. Probably won't last that long. The other thing I love to do with carrots is to roast them. So what I've done here with my carrots is I've covered them with just a little bit of pomegranate juice and a little bit of balsamic vinegar and a tiny drizzle of olive oil. If you do that and then roast them on a very high heat in the oven, they'll be done in about 15 or 20 minutes, and the vinegar and the pomegranate juice sort of makes a nice syrupy glaze, and they're just delicious. They're good fresh out of the oven, they're good at room temperature, they're good cold. Again, another great thing to do if you've never roasted carrots, you should try that. Carrot soup, that's a classic, and it's a really easy thing to do. If you have cooked carrots and they're nice and soft, you can just put those in the blender with a little chicken broth or vegetable broth. Classic seasoning would be ginger, but again, play around. There's so many different herbs and spices that pair well with carrots, but you can make a very quick soup. It's nice to have for a snack. The other thing that I sometimes do with my carrots is I have to admit I always keep a jar of pickles in the house. Every once in a while I just want something crunchy and salty. I don't want chips. So I keep the pickles around, but if I have any leftover raw vegetables like these baby carrots, I just throw them into my pickle jar and I keep them in there, and then when I have a craving for something, you know, I'll just go in there and grab one. They taste really good, and the longer they set, they get a little more pickly. So these are just some of the things that you can do with carrots, but I guarantee you if you start trying some of these things, pretty soon you'll be eating carrots every day too.